Hello everybody, Adam here, and this is the fourth tutorial on how to program in Python. In this video, we are going to learn about if statements. If statements are statements that only operate if a condition is met. So let's open up the shell window and make a new window. So let's start with the most basic conditional statement. The keyword is if. You can see it highlights here orange. So let's make some variables first. So let's say small equals 90 and big equals 200. So let's say if small is less than big, print, and then we use our string formatting that we learned about. %s is, or %d is smaller than %d. We'll say small, big. And then we'll say if big is less than small, print %d is smaller than %d. Okay, so let's run that. It'll ask us to save. Let's save it as conditionals.py, and that'll run. And because 90 is less than 200, it says 90 is smaller than 200. Now let's change these variables. Let's say that's 201. Now it says 200 is smaller than 201, which it is. But what happens if we change it to 200? See, it runs, but nothing. But we put in a conditional statement for if it's the same. So let's put that in. If big is equal to small, and we use two equal signs for conditional operators because one equal sign is used for assignment operators. Two equal signs is for conditional. Print. They are the same. Now it says they are the same. Now, it would get pretty, your computer would be pretty slow if you used all these if statements. What you should use is else if statements, and the keyword for that is elif. And what that does is, first the computer processes this part, the first if statement, and if that is true, then it doesn't process the rest of the if statements. But if it's false, then it goes to the next if statement. And if this one is true, then it doesn't go to the next one, because it knows that if this one is true, it doesn't need to go to the next one. If you have, you might have to use separate if statements, but for this, what we're doing right now, small and big cannot be, small cannot be bigger, or small cannot be smaller than big, and big cannot be smaller than small at the same time. So that's why we use else if statements. We run that, it's the same output. And then I almost forgot to tell you that you have to use the tab key. If 4 spaces is the usual indentation for Python. Python is it only works because it uses indentation to represent code blocks. Some languages use curly braces, but or some languages indentation is only a matter of style, but in Python it is required. So okay, let's talk about else statements. So let's make a raw input variable. So let's say number equals raw input. We learned about this a little bit in the last video. Raw input, please enter a number. So okay, let's use some if statements. So let's say if number, oh wait, sorry, wait a minute. We have to convert this to an integer by using the int function. The int function, which converts the user input to a number, even though it's usually a string. Let's say if number is less than 100, print %d is less than 100. Sorry, and then %, and then number. Say else if number is greater than 100, print %d is greater than 100 number. And then we'll say else, and what else does is it executes if all of the other ifs are false. So it only executes if nothing else is possible. So else print %d is 100 number. So let's run that. Please enter a number. I'll enter 59. And it says, oh, I only put one S. 59 is less than 100. Let me change that. Okay, let's run it again. And it'll say, please enter a number. 101. 101 is greater than 100. That's true. Now, I'll enter 100. 100 is 100. Now, we didn't specifically say if number equals 100. We just said else. And since I typed in 100, it's not less than 100. It's not greater than 100. It is 100. So if it's not, if both of these are false, then the else statement executes, and it says 100 is 100. Okay, that's the end of our very simple introduction to conditional statements.